Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So after Teofimo Lopez got his win over Pedro Campa, he called out two fighters in particular. He called out Josh Taylor and he called out Regis Prograis. Now, when I reported Teofimo calling out Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor, no one in my comment section believed Teo or truly believed that Teo wanted to fight Regis when he actually mentioned his name. Well, it turns out those of you who said that might have actually been right, because more recently, Teofimo, he just released his MBF hit list of the fighters that he wants to fight next in December. The list includes Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall, and Ryan Garcia. The first thing you'll notice is the list does not include Regis Prograis' name, who is most likely going to be a very comfortable favorite to beat Jose Zepeda. Now, Regis actually reacted to Teo's post with a laughing emoji. And then Teo, he responds and he says, "You're lined up for the WBC with Zepeda, so I'll keep myself entertained in the meantime." But that excuse for not having Regis on the list, it doesn't make sense, because Josh Taylor and Catterall are already lined up for fights as well, and he has them on the list. Teo also omitted Arnold Barboza from his list, another undefeated top-ranked fighter who has been beating top-ranked opponents in his division. For those of you guys who don't know, Arnold Barboza is one of the main opponents that Top Rank wanted to match Teo up against when he moved to 140. He turned down that fight and decided to fight a much weaker Pedro Campa. And even leading up to the fight with Pedro Campa, Bob Arum still said Arnold Barboza is one of the main guys we would like to match Teofimo up against. Arnold, he attended Teofimo Lopez's fight. He was there live. And when Teo found out he was there right after he beat Campa, and I already have the video of it, you guys can go back and watch it. Teo, he clearly says on camera to Top Rank's people, he says, "Please don't set me up with that bum over there, Arnold Barboza." He says he's a waste of my time. Teo said he had bigger fish to fry. But if you're saying Barboza is a waste of your time, how is Barboza a waste of your time, but Jose Ramirez is not? Neither one of them have a title. The only difference is Barboza is undefeated and Ramirez is not. I already told you guys, I believe Barboza, he beats Teofimo Lopez. Even the Jose Ramirez fight would be a very difficult fight for Teo to win. And if I was forced to pick a winner, I would pick Jose Ramirez because of the new weight class, because of the size. And Teo did not look that comfortable when he was fighting against Pedro Campa, who is no Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez style to me is analogous to Virgil Ortiz's style. I believe they have a similar style. Another fighter I don't really see Teo having too much of a chance at all of beating is the man that once again he excluded from his MBF list, and that is Regis Prograis. I think Teo's chances of beating Regis Prograis is slim and none. Teofimo Lopez has made some mistakes in his career for sure, but I believe his biggest mistake was moving up to 140. After Teo beat Pedro Campa, Regis, he reacted by saying something like the dogs at 140 will chew him up. And I totally agree. I mean, Josh Taylor, Gary Russell, Regis Prograis, Arnold Barboza, like I said, Jose Ramirez. I don't even know if Teo can beat Jose Pedraza. So it's not looking good for Teo at all. Teo, he keeps talking about, him fighting on pay-per-view in December. But that's a bad move too, because if you're fighting on pay-per-view, that means Top Rank, they're going to put more pressure on you to take a tougher challenge. Because I'm sure Bob is not going to allow him to fight another Pedro Campa on pay-per-view. So the walls are really closing in on Teo at 140. And just like Arnold Barboza said, quote, he's going to have to fight one of us. Let's see who he decides to fight in December. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
My name is Chris, and I'm all the way here from Anchorage, Alaska at Scalp Carolinas, and I'm here for my second treatment of SMP. Well, I was sitting at home one day and going over my Facebook page, and they have different, like advertisements popping up, and I saw one for SMP, and I saw some pictures of some guys, a before and after, and I was looking at that, and it caught my attention. So I Googled it, SMP, Nothing showed up in my area. So, you know, I did a little more research, and all of a sudden, Scalp Carolinas popped up in the web browser. So I started watching his videos and seeing all the reaction from all the other people. We talked on the phone, we made appointments and everything. I sent him pictures, and he looked at them, and I was like, can you fix this? And you know, he pretty much said, no problem. My first session, he made me feel extremely comfortable. It was almost like I was talking to family. He started, and during the whole treatment, we talked, and you know, about our families and our life, and you know, and things that he does and things that I do. And before I know it, the first session was over. When you see someone doing something that they love, as much as I see Enoch Glover love what he does, it shows in his work. I wouldn't point anyone in any other direction but here to North Carolina, Scalp Carolinas, to get this done.
Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.